What is going on, guys? It's Captain Skeppy, and as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about the 1.08 Modern Warfare 3 update for the PlayStation 3. So it's been a couple of days and I thought I'd do a review on it, and in it there was the shotgun buffs and nerfs. We've got the chat system that's been made better, we've got lag compensation, we've got the theatre, and we've got the machine pistol nerfs in there also. So let's go and break this down, and the first part I'm talking about is the theatre. Immediately when I went into the game, I purposely went onto it to stress test, and I put a game from a couple of days ago that was about 11 minutes long, and it loaded up straight away. There was no memory 7 error. It loaded and I could even get clips from it, so that's a bonus. So it's fixed, and when I rendered the clips, the bar that says uploading actually moved from 0, so that's also another bonus. So we can say that's fixed. The next part we're going to be talking about the shotguns. Pre-patch, the shotguns were horrible, hit markers, even at point blank range. So I went on and tested each one of them without proficiencies or attachments just to see what they handled like, and here's the conclusion. Spaz 12, straight out the gate, the Spaz was doing work. Found myself on a 5 streak within the first 15 seconds on the match that I tested it in, and the hit markers were gone, mostly. Sometimes it was a hit marker, but most of the time it was one shot kill from distances of up to long shots. I mean, this is now my favourite shotgun, so anyone who's been turned off by the shotguns should definitely go and pick up this Spaz 12. Even without the attachments or proficiencies, it is a beast. The next shotgun we're talking about is the KSG-12. To describe this, pre-patch, felt like shooting fresh air, cotton wool out the end of your gun, constant hit markers and general frustration. Now, however, after the patch, it seems a lot stronger and it's got quite a bit of range on it. I was getting long shots yesterday and I got a little bit excited. I would recommend the KSG now, it's a solid shotgun. So now we come to the USAS-12. Pre-patch, this shotgun wasn't too shabby. Its hitboxes were certainly nowhere near as bad as the other shotguns by the Striker, but now it's had a little buff. It's definitely a beast. It was clearing rooms for me easily last night. One shot kills, long shots in the room. Go and pick it up and use it, because it is a beast. And then we have the AA-12. I was never a fan of it really, even pre-patch, but post-patch I'm still not a fan. There's no power behind it. It's supposed to be an automatic shotgun, and the automatic part of it is true, but the power is nowhere near as much as it should be for a shotgun. Maybe it's a balancing issue, but in Modern Warfare 2, this is what the pros used. They used it quite a bit. How many times did you see a guy run into a room with an AA-12, spray and get 2-3 kills, and then run out the other end? I wouldn't recommend it at all. It's possibly the worst shotgun on the game. The Model 1887s. This weapon has a mind of its own in this game, it really does. Pre-patch it would give you hit markers if you were slightly out of range. Post-patch though, it's not so forgiving. Hit markers in places that should be 1 or even 2 shot kills, giving the enemy a chance to switch to a secondary that you usually keep is the FMG9s, and they'll just wipe you out clean, and you've got no chance against it. So the models definitely have slipped in the ranking for me on this game. Finally we come to the Striker. As for the Striker, this weapon received nerf in the latest update, and rightly so. It was a powerhouse. If your trigger finger was fast enough, the enemy had no chance whatsoever of killing you because of the power and range of the shotgun. Also the rate of fire. Post-patch, things seem a lot of the same. It doesn't seem like it's been nerfed. Even if it was slightly, I was still mowing people down with a couple of shots and they couldn't deal with me. It needs nerfing a little bit more. After testing the shotguns, I compiled a little list of the order I would use them in, and it goes something like this. I'd use the Spaz first because of the power. The USAS, for the same reason, is in second place. The Striker, because it's only received a little nerf, drops down to third. The KSG with its buff moves up to fourth. The models, they've moved down to 5th because they're pointless. There's no reason to use the lever action shotgun in this game anymore. And the AA-12 because although it's got the rate of fire, it's got no power behind it whatsoever. So we come to the lag compensation part of the video, and I didn't know anything about lag compensation before Modern Warfare 3, so I did a bit of reading up about it, and basically what it is if you have a better connection than anyone else, it'll drop your host slightly, or if it's further away, massively, and it'll try and stabilise the ping between host and connectors. After the patch, I've noticed a lot more lag when I'm not host, but when I am host, it seems like a lot more power has returned to my connection, whereas before I'd be outshot by people on a 2-bar, and that should not happen. If someone's playing it in a fucking mud hut somewhere in the middle of a field, I should not be outshot, so that does seem like it's been fixed, even if it's a slight bit. The next part we're talking about is the machine pistols. Now, Modern Warfare 3, I've seen people switching to a secondary machine pistol rather than have primaries, because that's how powerful these pistols are. In the last patch, the 1.08 that we're talking about, it was supposed to have a nerf. I haven't seen no evidence of any nerf whatsoever on any of these machine pistols. They're so overpowered, it's unreal. I could get shot across a route that's assault rifle distance, and I'm getting killed. It shouldn't happen. So, Infinity Ward, if you're listening, patch them some more, because they're not patched properly. And our final part of this is going to be about the PS3 chat. Playing games with this new chat is so much easier, because you can call out people, you can tell people where a booster is, a camper, someone capping a flag that's not been noticed, if he's behind a box, behind a wall, whatever he's doing, you can call it out now. The chat on Modern Warfare 3 has definitely been improved. It's 10 times better than it was yesterday, and I thank you, Infinity Ward, for that. Thanks, because we actually needed this. Another thing that I noticed about this patch that wasn't in the patch notes was the colourblind assist no longer lets you see stealth bombers on the radar. It says there's a stealth bomber coming in and nothing appears, you have to look to the sky. That's it for this video, guys. If you found it informative, leave a comment in the section below, and I will see you next time.